It's so easy to lull yourself into believing the fantasy that feels good versus reality. And there is really nothing wrong with feeling good in this short life of ours, except that when the reality comes, if we are the type that made ourselves believe the fantasy, we're the type that gets hurt a lot more and a lot more. Some end up in suicide, some pick up a life of drugs and alcohol, some lose everything they have. The reason I mentioned that is, again, I came across, and you know what Henry Ford said, this is a sucker born every minute. I think he grossly underestimated. There are dozen suckers born every second. And there's a guy that was saying that he's come to the East, Southeast Asia, and married this woman he's been with for 6 years, and that he knows that it's love, and that she is with him only for love. And all those people that say these women are looking for men with wallet and walking ATM and all that are mistaken. He says you have to believe in love. And he says she never asks me for money, and she has her own house, and everything's been going great. I said, well, fantastic that everything's been going great. Then I asked him in an exchange, and it's on there, social media, TikTok, you can see it. I asked him, did you buy a house that you and her are living at? He said, yes. I said, are you paying for all the expenses? Electricity, mortgage, whatever, food, fuel for cars themselves, everything. He says, yes, I'm paying for everything. I said, well, there's your answer. She's there for those things. He says, but she has her own house. I said, that's irrelevant. If you really want to have an acid test of whether or not it's the same love as your mother gave you, tell her, you know what, I know I've been paying for everything. I know I bought this house. I know I've been carrying all the costs, and I know you're here because you love me. But from now on, I've had a serious change in my financial life. We have to sell this house. We have to go live in your little house, and you're gonna have to pay at least 50%, maybe more, of all the expenses. Then you'll see how that thing that you thought was love was really what I've been saying all along, and what has been true all along. There is no such a thing as a romantic love. It is 100% transactional, benefit-based affair. Don't kid yourself. Again, if you are at the moment in a fantasy situation and you're feeling good about it, it's fine. Just remember, when that day comes when you realize it was all for the benefits, and you'll know when you take those benefits away that you've been fooling yourself. Enjoy it, but do it with an open eyes. Do it with your feet on the ground. Don't kid yourself. Don't fool yourself. As I always say, the worst person in this life that you can lie to and deceive is yourself. All the best.